Westbrook blends energy and elite athleticism to make an impact. After the Capella trade, Westbrook operated alongside Harden as a high-level play initiator for D'Antoni's spread offense. 3-point percentage aside, Butler provides Miami with leadership and a will to win. Combine that with his elite-level defense and shot creation, and you have yourself an impactful go-to player. Bam is strong, Bam is fast, Bam can pass. Bam Adebayo is a playmaking big with an ever-evolving game. Bam averaged over 5 assists per game with an assist percentage of 23.8. Speaking of playmakers, the Joker is the straw that stirs the drink for the Denver Nuggets. He can shoot, screen, and damn can this man pass, with an assist percentage of 35%, first among centers. And he's only 22, but he's the offensive soul for the Celtics. The next level scorer of the Rock, a walking homage to the late Kobe Bryant. Oh, and he shot 46% from 3 post All-Star break. Scoring 30 points per game in the NBA isn't easy, and Beal was able to accomplish this even though night after night he was the primary focus of the opposing defense. Beal set career highs in points per game, free throws attempted per game, free throw percentage, assists, assist percentage, and usage. In contrary to popular belief, Beal is not injury prone anymore, logging 77, 82, and 82 games played over his last 3 seasons before the 57 COVID-shortened season in 2020. One of my favorite players of all time, in his 15th season, CP3 is still dominating. Not just with stats, maintaining averages of 17 points per game, 49% field goal, and 90% free throw, but culturally as well for OKC. Grooming SGA as his protege and reigniting Dennis Schroeder's career. Watch their games. They're both mini CP3s. And what's especially noticeable is how they play with a methodical pace, just like Paul. The Claw is an elite defensive player with an offensive game to match. Kawhi set career highs in assist percentage, 25.5%, assist to turnover ratio, usage rate, and player impact estimate of 19.1. PIE, unlike PER, takes into account defensive impact. Oh, and he had an offensive rating of a 116.9, first in the NBA. 21-year-old Luka in his second season put up insane numbers. 29 points per game, 9.4 rebounds, and 8.8 assists, with an assist percentage of 45%, second only to LeBron James. And had a rebound percentage of 13.2, highest among guards. With those numbers, it's no surprise that Luka had an offensive rating of a 116.7, third in the NBA. The process is the best true center in the NBA. You don't need stats to tell you that, but I'll use some anyway. Embiid had a defensive rating of 102, third among centers. He set career highs in 3-point percentage and free throw percentage, with a career low in turnovers per game. But most impressive, he had a PIE of a 19.4, tied for third in the NBA. The chef himself has shown to be a much improved defender, especially in the post. However, his bread and butter is still offense. Harden is one of, if not the most dangerous offensive threat in the NBA, with an average of 34 points per game. Third straight year of 30+, which is the most consecutive seasons of 30+ since the great Michael Jordan, who had 7 straight. Harden, though, is deadly from all angles, and played a little differently this year, with a career high in pace, first year over 100, and a career high in free throws attempted per game at 11.8, first in the NBA. This can be attributed to the centerless lineup that the Rockets exclusively use. In his 11th season, we might just now be seeing Harden's prime as an NBA player. Dame time is as reliable in the clutch as the sun rising in the east, except against the Clippers in the bubble. Still my guy though. Dame is the man, setting career highs in field goal percentage, points per game with 30, 3-point percentage at 40%, assists per game, and PIE. It seems that every year his 3-point range is extended, getting the nickname Logo Lillard, and is one of the few players to ever participate in both the slam dunk and 3-point contests during All-Star Weekend. Dame has always been underrated, whether it's his Weber State roots or playing in Portland. But he's a grinder and a true competitor, and we hope he gets the recognition he deserves. AD, the Brow, LA's new big man. Mr. I want to play power forward even though I'm much more impactful as a center. That last one is his new nickname, right? Maybe not. But either way, AD was dominant this year, playing Robin to LeBron's Batman. Even though his averages and advanced stats took a little dip, playing alongside LeBron will do that to you, he was still beyond respectable, averaging 26 points per game, 12th in the NBA, 9 rebounds, 3 assists, and almost 2.5 blocks per game in his first year in LA. A 6'10" center with guard-like skills who can impact the game as much offensively as he can defensively. Davis will only get better as he continues to mesh with LeBron in LA. And with these two stars empowering each other, LA could be a hard out in the 2020 playoffs. LBJ missed the playoffs last year for the first time since the 04-05 season. Well, it's good to have him back. In his 17th season, LeBron is still a force, putting up a career high in assist-to-turnover ratio and assists at 10.2, first in the NBA, and was second in PIE with a rating of 19.8. He also led the Lakers to the 1 seed in the West and proved all his doubters wrong. All 3 of them. And with the Warriors taking a year off. Prayers to Clay. Anyway, James is a model of consistency and is one of the most statistically impactful basketball players we have ever had in the NBA. These playoffs will go a long way in cementing LeBron's legacy as one of the best players in league history. Last but not least, Giannis Atetokounmpo, the Greek freak. You thought last season was amazing? What if I told you a player can play less minutes but score more points per game and rebounds per game? Would you believe me? Well, you should, because I'm looking at his stats right now. Modern day Shaq. Giannis led the NBA in net rating with a 15.4, a PIE with 23.9, 4 points higher than second place, which was LeBron James. A rebound percentage of 19.6%, fourth in the NBA, but trailing 3 centers. Besides his offense showing improvement, he was an all-time great defender, with the best defensive net rating of any starting NBA player at 97.4. He's also number 1 in spinning elbows. But in all seriousness, he's a statistician's wet dream, and he'll be the 1920 NBA MVP, and should also be the Defensive Player of the Year as well. Thanks for watching. Please like, subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell for all alerts on our uploaded videos. And find us everywhere at AMO_Sports.